Hey, Bayek, it's me, and well, I'm continuing my look at the X-Files, the first season, and this is episode 5, The Jersey Devil, and this is from 1993. Now, it was transmitted on the 8th of October, 1993, on the Fox network. On 17th of October 1994 in the UK. It was transmitted on BBC Two and was already proving a great success for that channel. We've previously had Conduit as the episode before, and then the next one we've got Shadows. It's 44 minutes long, which is the standard time for these episodes. Now, this one is written by Chris Carter, the creator, producer, showrunner of this series. And he does involve writing certainly quite a few scripts in this first season, as well as bringing in other writers. This is very much a creature feature of the week kind of thing, which is another characteristic of this first season. Now, it's directed by Joe Napolitano, and yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. He's one of those directors that really just works in TV series as various episodes and TV films. He's just a reliable kind of director. That's how you see it. And, you know, that's how they make their money of doing these kind of TV series. And he does a reasonable job on this. Yeah, that's good. Now, music is, as usual, by Mark Snow, and the locations, which really are so important, I think, in the look of the X-Files. Great again. Vancouver, all of the surrounding areas, they do such a great job, and I think it works so well. It all, to me, it elevates these stories, and you can't say fairer than that, really. It really has a great feel to them. Now, we'll go through the cast. Of course, it's headed by David Duchovny playing Fox Mulder, and of course, Gillian Anderson as Dana Scully. Then we've got Wayne Tippett playing Detective Thompson. And his career was going right back to 1952. A lot of TV episodes and TV series, but he was in some feature films. Roller Coaster from 1977, which is a very interesting film, very good, really very gripping film, that is. And then JFK 1991. How ironic, eh? A film about conspiracy to kill JFK. And what have we got here? The X-Files, which is dealing with a lot of conspiracies and not trusting government. This is very, very good stuff. And yeah, that's just a coincidence. Then we've got Gregory Sierra playing Dr. Diamond. I love that name, Dr. Diamond. Now, he again is interesting. He was in Papillon 1973, the Steve McQueen, Dustin Hoffman film, which I don't hear people talk about that much, really. And it's an absolute classic. I think maybe a lot of people get put off by the length. It's a lengthy film, it really is. But it's so well acted and so well put together. if you get into it, it's just an amazing film. Anyway, I'm going off tangent there. Then, Honey, I Blew Up the Kid. That's from 1992. You may know that one as well. Comedy. Then, Vampires, 1998. The John Carpenter film. Yeah, is in that. And say again, lots of TV episodes and TV films. I keep saying that, but that's how a lot of these people earn their bread and butter. Aye. Then we've got Michael McRae playing Ranger Peter Brulette, and he was in a film that I rather like, which is Coma from 1978, which is a medical drama thriller. Wow. Amazing, Michael Douglas and Richard Widmark in that. Wow, it's a great film. Absolutely love that. He was also in season 5, episode 18, the Pave Bluff variant. That was from 1998. So there's another return to the X-Files. Incidentally, he was in, oh dear, Battlefield Earth 2000. Yes, that is often considered one of the worst films on people's worst films list. You know, the John Travolta. Oh, yes. Film. Well, people don't want to talk about that one too much. I've never seen it, but I've not been inspired to see it. Again, he's a great career there, and again, he's somebody who makes his living really on TV series and episodes. Then we've got Jill Teed playing Glenna. X-Men 2. Yeah, from 2003. Along Came a Spider, 2001. She was in those films. Those were the films that stood out. Again, she's very much a TV series and actress involved in all that. Yeah. Then we've got an interesting choice. Claire Stansfield. I mean, she's not in it a great deal, but it's just worth mentioning. She was in The Jersey Devil. Well, that's what she's the character as, the Jersey Devil. She was in The Doors. Yes, from 1991. What a film that is. And Drop Zone. Yeah, 1994. That's an action thriller. I think that's Wesley Snipes, with that. And then again, lots of TV series, TV films. Wonderful stuff. By heck it is. Right. So I might as well go into the plot. What is this about? Well, it starts in 1947 and a tyre blows and a man gets out of the car. His family are in the car and he changes the tyre which is blown. And unfortunately, in front of his wife and kids, he gets dragged away by something. Yes, something's dragged him away. And so that's that story. And then it moves into the present day. And Mulder and Scully basically what has happened is in Atlantic City, outside Atlantic City, in this same area, a body of a homeless man has been found, and his arm and shoulder have been chewed off. Yes, as they do, you know. Yes. And of course, Mulder says, yes, this is linked with an X-file. And he gets out the X-file, which is, of course, related to the 1947 case. This also leads to the Jersey Devil, the mythological story about this creature. And of course, it immediately, as it's an X-File, it's fascinating. Bayek is what's happened. So Mulder and Scully go off to find out, what's going on. Of course, Mulder going in there causes as usual, the law enforcement officers, the local ones, are not keen at all, and it's made very clear that they're not welcome at all. But of course, that's not going to deter Mulder at all, and he goes off. Now, it's interesting here because Scully has to go back because she's going to attend the party of her godson. And now you're thinking, oh yeah, well, but it's just an interesting take. We're starting to look into Scully's personal life as well. Or it's going to be lack of personal life because she's going to become more and more involved in the job and ultimately a relationship with Mulder. And at the party, it's just interesting seeing it. And she also meets this man who she's going to go out for a date on. And she does go out on a date with him, but I think she realizes he's not for her at all. Just nothing there. It's all back to the work, and the work is Mulder. And then I think she's really finding a lot in that, which she's not in her personal life. She hasn't really got, but yet in the job with Mulder, she's really finding something there which she's really into, and her career, yes, is important, but it's also become a bit more now about herself, and that is just an interest. This is only, say, in the 5th episode, but they touched on that, and this, of course, will develop. And as a viewer, you can't help but think, yeah, this is good. It's all adding to why you get addicted to this series, really. There's so much in there. As the investigation unfolds, we get, of course, that there is definitely something there. And we get the paleontologist, Dr. Diamond. I love that name, Dr. Diamond, involved as well, and it's just a great story. I think so. Not everybody does, but I love the way it unfolds, and the ending I think is quite interesting because that's what was good about the X-Files. Nothing's ever quite cleared up, and you sort of thinking, oh yes, yeah, why not, and I like that. I think it's good. It kind of makes you addictive to this, to the stories, really, and I think it works well. But not everybody, I don't think, liked this episode as much. I think maybe they felt the pacing wasn't right, that they felt it was perhaps a bit lackluster. Maybe it was the direction, I don't know. But I didn't find that. I'm so into it now, I don't know. I'm just loving the characters, and holes in the story or whatever people want to start critical don't never bother me. I just accept it and get on with it and love it, because I'm so loving the stories. So I think overall, this episode is one for me that does work. And they may say it as a weaker episode, but I don't think so. I'm loving it. And that's why I'm quite addicted to it, yeah. And if you become addicted to the X-Files, I think you'd feel the same. It's just something that just gets into you, It does, really. And I think that's it, really. But it's highly recommended, always is. So, as I always do, I'll show you this. This is, the first season from the big box set. Yes, there it is. And so that's it. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, and then it will let you know when I produce these videos. And Also, if you're interested to look at the other ones, just look in the playlists. You can see previous episodes I've done, and also all the film reviews and everything else that I cover. So have a look in the playlist. And if you like this video, give it a like, because then it gets out into YouTube, hopefully, and algorithms, and hopefully other people might see it and then come and enjoy it, or perhaps they won't. I don't know. If you got any comments, please put some comments down, because I love to read your comments. And say all cost notes, which can't say fairer than that, can they? Buy it, you can't. And that's it. So all I gotta say is, I'll see thee again.